tools and for
Okay,
assignments
so
for some of the other
this is
things. So
Thinglink.
if you go to
So
thinglink.com, and I'm going to log into my account, I'm going to show you what I've done and how you might be able to do it, and then I'm going to let you play. And Kim, I'm going to email you the links if you have your device there. Now, on iPads, we had kind of a hard time getting all. Some of the iPads we could get to where you could edit it on the iPad, and some of the iPads were not, and we're not sure if it has to do with the browser or if it has to do with something else, the update on there. But if you've got a laptop, we know it can definitely work, because you can actually view it on a iPad if you have those. And Puffin Free is probably the best to use that because it has the flash player.
I sent it to Kim.
Okay, you sent it to Kim. All right, so Darlene has sent that to you, Kim, if you want to see the links we're going to work with. So this is my Thinglink account. And once you log in, available tutorials is going to pop up at the bottom. And these are videos that basically tell you how to do almost anything you want to do. Create a channel, create a class group, how to add students, how to delete students. And these are short videos that they've created, and they're excellent. So if you ever forget something, this is automatically going to pop up, and you can look at this if you've forgotten how to do something, and it's great at showing you what to do. But what you can see is mine, and under the Me, I click the Me tab. These are the images. And you can see, I'm a history teacher, so a lot of what I've done is use them for maps, because I try and teach geography with my history class, but it's really difficult, especially when you're in a web class, because in class you can say, here's the point on the map, but in a web class it's difficult to do that. So what I did for my classes, I found a map, and I created a way to deliver content by using the map. And what I would do is I would tell them in eLearn, I would give them this link, I would share the link with them, and then I would tell them where to start on the map. And I used other tools. I used EduCreations. I have the pro version thanks to the Let's Make a Deal, and I would create content there and link that website. So when a student, I tell them to start here, they click this, it will open up a new tab.
In our last lecture, we talked about all the different
and there you have me talking and delivering content. Here it is, and I'm going to go through. And at the very end,
and that's where we're going to begin.
I'm going to play it here.
Not to let that distract you too much from what we're talking about. So for our next tag, I want you to click on Spain, and that's where we're going to begin.
So I will tell them where to go next. So the geography part is they have to know where Spain is in order to find the next place. And so on this map, this is of course Revolutions of 1848 for my Civ class. They have to be able to find Spain, and I give them a little bit of a hint by titling it. And there I have my next section of the lecture. And so the one thing this does, it breaks it down into smaller parts, so they're not listening to me for 30 or 45 minutes. It's a smaller version of the whole, and so at the end of this slide, I'll tell them where to go next. And so geographically, they're going to move through here. And most of these for this lecture are me speaking, but what I've done in some of them is if I found videos like history.com videos or videos from other websites, I'll put the link there, and so I'll tell them, go to Spain, and then I'll have the link for the video. It'll pull up history.com, they'll watch the video, and then I'll write in text below that, tell them where to go for their next step. So this is a way to deliver content, so if they can't do it all at once, they don't have to worry about where to start, where to stop. They can pick up where they left off. Plus, it's giving them the visual of the map, and they're able to follow it and find it around. So that's one way that I've used this in my web classes, and what I'm going to start doing in my on-ground is actually using this to teach. And instead of just playing the video of me talking, I'll tell them and tell them why we're here, because that's going to help them on my exams when I give them the map quizzes to be able to find stuff. And you can see I've got a lot of them on there. This image right here is actually one that a student did that he shared with me. And when I viewed this, this shows me what he did, and I can look and it saves it with mine. And what I've done is what I'm going to have you guys do today is at the bottom when someone shares a link with you, at the bottom there's a couple of divergent arrows and it says remix. And what the remix allows you to do is you can then edit what someone else did. It keeps the original, but then you can edit what they've done, and then it saves a copy to your account if you have an account, and it saves a copy to their original account. So this is where I can see this being used in class for lots of different homework. Now, as far as creating a thing,
product demo. My name is Andrew, and I'm one of the resident product experts here.
There's the Thinglink.
During the
Alright, I click Let's Tag because anytime you hit create, it gives you an intro video to show you what to do. You can find images from your hard drive. You can get them from the web, a URL address. So if you have Wikimedia Commons, all the public domain pictures, you can pull one from there. You can pull one from a Facebook photo or from public Flickr images. The one thing to be cautious with if you're using a web link or the import from Flickr is if the image goes down, it removes the image from here. So the safest thing to do is simply download the image to your computer and then always choose an image that's on your hard drive in order to do that. Let's see if they've got any generic pictures on here. Let's use a sample picture. Alright, how about some penguins? It immediately pulls the penguin in. And all you have to do to add a tag is click on the image anywhere you want to. And it's going to give you a dot. Now the free version, you get 5 colored dots and the A, B, C, D, and E. If you want to upgrade, that gives you some of the other icons, about 100 different icons that they have. But I've always found these are sufficient. I'll use green for start. If you want to do a link, let's just say we'll put the Walter State web page in there. It automatically fills in text by telling you what the web page is. So you can leave that there, you can add to it, or you can change it. If you wanted to change the description here, it doesn't do anything to the side. And I can say start here for your orientation. Now the upgraded features are the only ones that let you change the font or actually hyperlink words. And then save the tag and it's there. And you can move it around to anywhere you want. You can change how big it is, which will kind of show, it doesn't really do anything to the size of the dot, but it kind of blocks out that area for other tags to be added. And then if you hit save image, there it is, and there's your tag, and it automatically has that, and you can click that to read more, and it takes you to the Walter State website. So it's really easy to set it up and to do. If you click share, this will give you the link. You can embed this into eLearn or whatever page you're using, or you can simply click this link, copy, and paste it into eLearn, which is what I did, and share it with other people, and they've got access to it. Now this picture is pretty big. Now if you're using this to teach in a classroom, the snag is when you hit full screen, you get the nice gray box boxing it out saying please upgrade, and it wouldn't let you see any tags that are in the middle. The nice workaround to this is there is an app for that. And I'm going to switch it over here and see if it can let you see this. So if you look on my iPad, the Thinglink app is right here in the top right corner. And once you click that, you can see everything we've done. I click on our penguins, and guess what? It's full screen. So you just can teach from your iPad if that's what you want to do. If you need it full screen, some of them you don't need it. That penguin picture was pretty big. It doesn't bother me. And then once I touch it, it's got everything on here that you would have using the computer full screen. So that's the simple workaround for that. Simply teach from your iPad if you want a full screen version and you don't want that gray box in there. You can even share it from here,
So for more
crash it
information
from
about
here. So
Thinglink,
that's the easy
feel
workaround
free to contact
for
us
that.
at Walter State.
Now what I've done, rather than you sit and
Address us
listen to me talk the whole time, because I can tell you how to do it,
darlene.smith@ws.edu.
but that's not as good as actually trying it
darlene.ws.edu.
yourself.